Knee pain after 60 doesn't announce itself with drama. It doesn't warn you, doesn't ask permission, doesn't crash into your life with a loud injury or a single memorable moment. Instead, it sneaks in quietly one morning. One step, one slow bend at a time. You shift your weight a little differently. You pause before getting out of the car. You put your hand on a railing you never used to need. And somewhere in your mind, a tiny question forms. Is this just how it's going to be now? But what if that answer is no? What if one small fruit, something most people ignore in the grocery store, could help your knees behave younger than your age says they should? What if this fruit acts like natural collagen inside your joints, rebuilding the cushion your knees have been silently begging to restore? What if something as humble as a fuzzy green sphere could flip your body's repair signals back on, almost like reconnecting a loose wire? It sounds almost too simple, too ordinary, too easy, right? Good. Because today, we're going to break that disbelief apart piece by piece, and I'm going to show you exactly why this fruit works, how it works, and what happens when you bring it into your life for just 2 weeks. Before we get to the name of the fruit, you need to understand the real cause. Most people over 60 believe knee pain is caused by aging. But that word means nothing. It doesn't explain anything. Aging isn't the villain here. The truth is far simpler and much more hopeful. Knee pain usually starts with something so small you'd never notice. Micro tears in your cartilage. Not dramatic injuries, not sports accidents, not falls. Just slow, steady life. Carrying groceries, picking up grandkids, kneeling in the garden. Walking upstairs 50,000 times over the years. Every little bend and twist leaves microscopic wear so small they don't hurt at the time. But years of those tiny wear marks create one big truth. Your cartilage weakens because it isn't repairing fast enough. Your knee cartilage is made of collagen, strong, braided fibers that cushion your steps and keep bone from grinding on bone. When you're young, your cartilage repairs itself constantly. But as you get older, not because of age, but because of lifestyle, stress, inflammation, and nutritional gaps, the raw materials that create collagen start disappearing from your diet. So the body slows repair. The cushion thins, the glide fades, and friction replaces ease. But here's the part most people never hear, and it changes everything. Even after 60, your knees can rebuild collagen. They don't lose the ability. They lose the building blocks. And that is where this quiet little fruit steps in, like a forgotten tool suddenly becoming essential again. Kiwi. Yes, kiwi. The soft green fruit with a fuzzy brown jacket. The fruit most people skip or peel or slice without thinking. Kiwi isn't just healthy. Kiwi contains more collagen-activating vitamin C than nearly every other commonly eaten fruit. It's one of the most efficient natural ways to flip your cartilage repair enzymes back on. But the headline isn't just the vitamin C. The real shock is this. Most of kiwi's joint repair antioxidants live in the skin, the very part almost everyone throws away. The very part holding molecules that behave like a fuse igniting the start of your knee's natural repair cycle. When you eat the skin washed, of course, you aren't just eating fiber. You're feeding your cartilage the antioxidant fuel it needs to protect and rebuild itself. You're giving your knees a material they haven't tasted consistently for decades. But hold that thought, because kiwi doesn't stop at antioxidants and vitamin C. It contains an enzyme actinidin that helps your body absorb the amino acids needed to build cartilage. Think of it like upgrading your digestive system so it can capture more of the nutrients you're already eating. It also brings potassium, which helps manage the fluid that lubricates your joints. And when you eat kiwi daily, yes, with the skin you create a biological environment where your knees finally get permission to heal again. Picture your collagen fibers inside your joints. Imagine them like tight braided ropes when you're young, strong, durable, loaded with elasticity. Over the years, those ropes fray. Not because your body is broken, but because the raw materials to rebraid them simply aren't arriving. Kiwi sends those materials back to the factory. It tells your cartilage cells, start weaving again, strengthen the cushion, rebuild what time tried to erase. I met a retired police officer once, 67 years old. Lifelong back and forth shifts, stairwells, heavy belts, long walks on pavement. He told me his knee pain became so constant, he didn't even call it pain anymore. He called it normal. 3 weeks after adding 2 kiwis a day, morning and night, he sent me a message. I didn't know how heavy the pain was until it lifted, he said. It feels like someone oiled the hinges. Not cured, not magically transformed, just lifted. Like the weight quietly loosened. Like the body finally received the message it had been waiting decades to hear. And that's the truth here. Your knees don't need miracles. They need materials. Kiwi gives them that consistently, naturally, gently. So here's what I want for you. For the next 14 days, add 1 kiwi in the morning and 1 before bed. Keep the skin on. Slice it, blend it, chop it, whatever works for you. Drink water. Give your cartilage a fighting chance. Add a little turmeric or ginger to your routine if you want to boost your repair signals even more. And most importantly, listen to your knees. Feel the difference. Watch how your steps soften. Watch how your confidence grows. Watch how your independence stretches just a bit further than before. If you want part 2, the food that works even faster than kiwi, tell me. Because healing doesn't always come from bottles, or injections, or expensive treatments. Sometimes the spark of recovery comes from a small, quiet fruit waiting patiently on a store shelf, just waiting for you to give your knees the raw materials they've been asking for far too long.